Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. So, my dear students, today we are going to start our topic for articles. This topic is included in your exercise for the chapters that we have covered. Not only this is the part of your grammar topic, but also it is going to help you to analyze different, to make you help for the error analysis as well. So listen very carefully, and if you feel any problem, please do let me know. That define a noun as specific or unspecific. Definitely I'm going to elaborate what is specific and what is unspecific. Consider the following example. The example number 1. After the long day, the cup of tea tasted particularly good. By using the article the, we have shown that it was one specific day that was long and one specific cup of tea that tasted good. Right. So when I talked that article, that are the words that define a noun as specific or unspecific, so here we are elaborating that what is a specific thing. A specific thing when we specify any particular thing, such as here we have specified the long day we have specified the cup of tea. By using the article the, we have shown that it was one specific day that was long and one specific cup of tea that tasted good. Now just consider the example number 2. After a long day, a cup of tea tastes particularly good. By using the article a, we have created a general statement. So when we just say that unspecific, it means that it is so general. We are talking about indefinite thing. Okay. So it creates, by using the article we have created a general statement implying that any cup of tea would taste good after any long day. So let me repeat for you people that articles are in fact the adjectives a, and the that are called articles. They are really demonstrative adjective. Okay, but on the other hand, when we talk about definite and indefinite articles, the definite articles point out towards some particular person or thing. On the other hand, as far as the indefinite articles are concerned, it leaves indefinite the person or thing spoken of. So it is not we are not specifying anything. We wouldn't be specifying any details. So let's come towards the you can say detailed definition. The definite article. So how we are going to divide the articles? We will be dividing the articles into definite article and indefinite article. So what comes in the definite articles? The definite article is the word the. It limits the meaning of a noun to one particular thing. For example, your friend might ask, are you going to the party this weekend? Please underline the word the party. Are you going to the party this weekend? The definite articles tells you that your friend is referring to a specific party that both of you know about it. The definite article can be used with singular, plural or uncountable nouns. So there are the 3 things that we may use the definite article with singular, plural or uncountable noun. Below are some example of the definite article, the use in context. Please give me the hammer. Okay, so let's first come towards the definite article. What do we say? That definite article, it speaks of a particular person or a thing or one thing that we have already referred to, right? So it is using the, we may specify the thing by using it. On the other hand, it could be used, there are 2 conditions that we have talked about, that we may just definite article, it refers to a thing, or number 2, it just specify towards a particular thing. And how we are going to use it? We may use it with singular, plural or uncountable noun. So these things are clear. So what are the example how we can use the? Below are some example of definite article the used is in context. Please give me the hammer. please give me the red hammer, the blue one is too small. So we are specifying. On the one hand, please give me the hammer, we specify the hammer, the particular hammer. Then we said, please give me the red hammer. Red hammer, again we just specified, and then we referred that the blue one is too small. Please give me the nail. Please give me the large nail. It's only one thing, only one strong enough to hold this painting. The only one that we are referring towards that, you can say towards that nail. Please give me the hammer and the nail. Again we specified what we have talked about earlier, about hammer and the nail. So here we just specified that hammer and that nail, and we not only specified both these things, but also sometime in in different sentences we need to refer back towards those hammer and the nail we are talking about. Then comes the indefinite article. What is indefinite article? As I have talked to you people earlier, that in indefinite article it is used for a and an. It is used as a and an, but it leaves indefinite the person or the thing we are speaking about. Okay, so the indefinite article has two forms. It has two forms. Okay, it's the word when it precedes a word that begins with a consonant sound. It's the word and when it precedes a word that begins with a vowel sound. The indefinite articles indicate that the noun refers to a general idea rather than a particular thing. So number one thing that you must know, that in indefinite article we categorize two things. Number one, for the consonant sounds we use a. On the other hand, for the vowel sound we use an. So as you know it very well, that what are the vowel sounds? That are a, e, I, o, u. On the other hand, all those sounds that are connected to nasal, that are called vowel sound. So on the remaining alphabets are the consonants. So there are the two things that we use. For example, you might ask your friend, should I bring a gift to the party? Your friend will understand that you are not talking about a specific type of a gift or specific item. I am going to bring an apple pie. Okay, your friend tells you. So what is the difference here? Number one thing is that on the one hand, when did you ask your friend should I bring a gift to the party, you didn't specify that gift. And then when he replied that towards a specific item, by any specific item, he said that I am going to bring an apple pie, your friend tells you. Then there are the second thing is this, that for with the apple he has used an. Definitely it's a vowel sound. Again, the indefinite article indicate that she is not talking about a specific apple pie. Your friend probably doesn't even have any pie yet. The indefinite article only appears with singular nouns. Okay, so you must understand this, that indefinite articles, they just come only with the singular nouns, a, an. Are you getting it? Okay, there was a person. I saw an animal. It could be when we just categorize them accordingly. Consider the following example are of indefinite article used in context. Please hand me a book. You may write down these examples on your register. Please hand me a book. Any book will do. Please hand me an autobiography. Any autobiography will do. So we are specifying in numbers. Right, in numbers, a book, any autobiography, but we are not talking about any specific book. We are talking about any book in general. Then comes the choice that how do we use a and an. There are few exceptions to the general rules of using a before words that start with the consonant and n before words with the vowel sound. So as I have told you earlier, that a, e, I, o, u, these are the vowels sound, and on the other hand there are the consonant. So the first letter of the word honor, for example, is a consonant. If we just see honor, HONOR, it starts with H, that is a consonant. But when we talk about its sound, this is honor, not honor. It's honor. So it's as far as the beginning of the alphabet is concerned, it's a consonant, but as far as the voice is concerned, its phonetic transcription is concerned, it's a vowel sound, but it's unpronounced. H is unpronounced, so it is honor. In spite of its spelling, the word honor begins with the vowel sound. Therefore, we use an. So, are you getting that it is not the formula that we just have categorized A, E, I, O, U, these 5 letters as a vowels, and rest of with all those rest of the alphabet considering them as consonant, we are going to use A. But what is that thing that we are going to categorize the thing according to the sound? How we are going to pronounce it? What is its pronunciation? So therefore we use an, and consider the example sentence below for an illustration for this concept. My mother is a honest woman. Is it right? No, it's wrong. My mother is an honest woman. So here again the word is the a sound that the word honest produce, that is with the O, that is not honest. So it starts with the vowel sound. Similarly, when the first letter of a word is a vowel but pronounced with the consonant sound, use A, as in the same sentence below. She is a United States Senator. She is a United States Senator, and United nahi, that is a United States Senator. Okay, so what is that? That is A, E, I, O, U means a. Okay, as far as the phonetic transcription is concerned, it is a. It is, we wouldn't be using U. So here we have seen the differences, that how do we use A and an according to the sound, and how we are going to categorize it. We have learned in this slide that when we for the indefinite article, when we do not want to specify anything, it would be used for in the previous slide it has been used for a specific item. It is used for an item, and then in this slide we came to know that as far as the use of A and N is concerned, we are going to categorize according to the sound that is being produced phonetically for that specific word. Okay, we shouldn't follow only those letters A, E, I, O, U. We have to follow the sound that is being produced. We have to follow the pronunciation that we use for any specific word, and accordingly we will use A or N. Okay, so let's move forward. So here comes another thing, that is articles before adjective. Sometime an article modifies a noun that is also modified an adjective. The usual words order is article is adjective, article the, adjective plus noun. If the article is indefinite, choose A or N based on the word that immediately follows it. Whatsoever the word or whatsoever the sound we are just following, we have to use accordingly. Then consider the following example for reference. Elisa will bring a small gift to Sophie's party. Okay, a small gift. That is article, then small, that is adjective, and then noun, that is gift. So how we are going to use, what would be the formula to use articles before adjective? That we will be following the usual word order that would be followed in a sentence to modify an article that modifies a noun, and the article that modifies an adjective, that would be article, adjective and noun. The example, that is, Lisa will bring a small gift to Sophie party. Then I heard an interesting story yesterday. An interesting story. Are you getting? So here comes the no, we are again going towards that indefinite. As we are talking about indefinite article, choosing a and an, here we have talked about two conditions. Then we talked about one more condition, or we talked about that how we are going to use the indefinite article with an adjective. What would be the word order? We have talked about the word order would be adjective, article, adjective plus noun. And then okay, so we came to know that articles before adjective, how do we use them? Now let's move further. Next, indefinite article with countable nouns. Uncountable nouns are nouns that are either difficult or impossible to count. Sorry, that is with the uncountable nouns. Uncountable noun include intangible things. Example, information, air, liquid, that is milk, wine, and things that are too large or numerous to count. Okay, so what we are talking about, that we are talking about that when we are specific when we are talking about any uncountable noun, and what does it include? It includes intangible things such as information, air. It includes liquid, milk, wine. Then it's include that are the things that are too large or numerous to count, such as equipment, sand, wood. We cannot count them, they are used as uncountable nouns. So because these things cannot be counted, you should never use a or an with them. Remember, then our definite article is only for singular noun. So what is the first formula? The first formula, that is that it is used for indefinite article with uncountable nouns. It is used, that indefinite article is never used with that uncountable noun that may include intangible thing, that is there with information, air, the words that are information, air, that are with liquids, and other numerous things to be counted. So the indefinite articles is only used for singular noun. Uncountable nouns can be modified word like some. However, consider the example below for reference. So some things that are uncountable, we may refer them with some, or other examples are, please give me water. Is it right? No. Water is an uncountable noun and you shouldn't use with that indefinite article. We may say, please give me some water. So what we have come to know? We have to come to know that indefinite article is in fact make the original numeral sense of one. Okay, so in order to make that original numeral sense of one, when we have to make it counted by one or a or n, we cannot use it with that uncountable nouns. In order to in order to just specify uncountable nouns, we may use some, such as the example that is very helpful for you, that that is said that please give me some water. Okay, so in order to single out an individual as the representative of the class, you may use a, okay, for the sense of any of the thing. So in order to single out an individual as a representative of the class, we may use a, such as a cow is a useful animal. Okay, so we are singling it out as an individual. However, if you describe the water in terms of countable units like bottle, you can use the indefinite article. Please give me a bottle of water. Please give me an ice. Please give me an ice cube. Please give me some ice. Okay, so here you got the difference. The difference is that when we want to use any uncountable noun as a singular noun, we may use as a or an. Okay, in terms of countable units, such as water we cannot count. We cannot say that please give me a water. We may say it's some water, but when we are going to specify in terms of countable units like a bottle of water, so we may say a bottle of water, and we may use indefinite article. And same is with the ice. Please give me an ice. Is it right? No. Please give me an ice cube. Please give me some ice. Note that depending on the context, some nouns can be countable and some uncountable. Example here: noise, time. We need a light in this room. We need some light in this room. We may say we need the light in this room. We may say we need some light. Okay, so we are moving with the article using with pronouns. Possessive pronoun can help us identify whether you are talking about specific or non-specific item. As we have seen, article also indicates articles also indicate specificity. Articles are so used to specify something. So but if you use both a possessive pronoun and an article at the same time, reader will become confused. So here what we are going to talk about, we are going to talk about that articles with pronoun. And what pronoun which type of pronoun we are talking about? We are talking about the possessive pronoun. And if we are going to use possessive pronoun and that article that will specify, then it will be confusing. Okay, so if we both use a possessive pronoun and an article at the same time, reader will become confused. Possessive pronoun are like his, my, our, its, her, and their article shouldn't be used with pronoun. Consider the following example. Why are you reading my book? Is it right? No. Why are you choosing my book? The and my shouldn't be used together since they are both meant to modify the same noun. Instead, you should choose one or the other depending on the intended meaning. Why are you reading the book? Why are you reading my book? Okay, so what we came to know, what is this rule that is applicable, that when we are talking about, when we are using possessive pronoun, we cannot use it with the articles. Why we cannot use with the articles? That already we have specified. We have used the possessive pronoun that is categorized as his, my, our, its, her. We cannot say that why are you reading my book? No, we can say why are you reading my book? Why are you reading the book? So that is as per the situation. How where we do not use the articles. Okay, any articles are omitted altogether before certain nouns. In these cases, the article is implied but not actually present. This implied article is called sometimes as zero article. Often the article is omitted before noun that refers to abstract idea. Look at the following example. Let's go out for a dinner tonight. Let's go out for dinner tonight. The creativity is a valuable quality in children. The creativity is a valuable quality in children. So what is omission of article? That is in fact called the zero article. That articles that are omitted together before certain nouns. And what are those nouns? Such as here we have that are related with the abstract idea. So when we are talking about any abstract idea, we just omit the article, and that is called the zero article. The article is implied but not actually present. We may specify that thing, but it is understood that it is specified, but we do not use any article there. The implied article is called as zero article. Often the article omitted before nouns that refer to abstract idea. Look at the following example. Let's go out for a dinner. But it is in fact how it is going to be written. Let's go out for dinner tonight. Creativity is a valuable quality in children. Many languages and nationalities are only preceded by an article. Consider the following example below. I studied the French in high school for 4 years. I studied French in high school for 4 years. Sports and academic subjects do not require article. So in the many languages and nationalities that are not preceded by the use of article, such as I studied the French in high school. French, that is the language. I studied French. The French in high school, but it is not like that. It would be French. Sports and academic subject do not require articles, so the sentence below for reference. I like to play the baseball. I like to play baseball. What is the correct one? I like to play baseball. My sister was always good at the math. My sister was always good at math. Okay. So what is the rule we came to know? That where do we omit articles? The number one rule that we came to know that with possessive pronoun we do not use articles. Then we came to know that there are certain there are certain nouns specially that are the abstract noun there where there is implied article is used, and it is called zero article. It is understood that the article specification is done, but it is not written written evidently, right? And then comes that in many of the languages and nationalities we do not use articles, such as they are not preceded by the article, such as French. And then we came to know that sports and academic subjects that are not preceded by the article, we do not require articles, such as I like to play baseball, the baseball. No, I like to play baseball. My sister was always good at maths. It's not like this. So this is related with the academic subjects. We are going to say my sister was always good at maths. Using indefinite article a and an. Rule number 1. So here we are going to talk about the rules. A common noun is the singular number, always require an article before it, but a plural common noun doesn't require an article always. A plural common noun can have the article the if we want to particularize that noun. Example, I saw a snake. I saw snake in a zoo. I have seen the snake again. I have seen the snakes again before leaving the zoo. So, rule number 1, what we want to imply, a common noun in the singular number always require an article before it. Here we are talking about rule number 1 regarding the use of an indefinite article. What does it include? It includes a and an. Where we are going to use a and an, we came to know that a common noun in the singular number always require an article before it, such as an apple, a cow. But a plural common noun doesn't require an article always. A plural common noun can have the articles the if we want to particularize the noun. So the plural common noun do not require the article, but if we want to particularize that noun, we may use that definite article. So the example is I saw a snake. It is refer towards a particular towards a random snake, any snake. I saw snakes in a zoo. I saw snakes. The snakes, we cannot use the snakes. We cannot use definitely a and n. They are not going to be used with the plural. I have seen the snake again. What is that? As we have talked about that the articles also refer back towards the thing that we have talked about it earlier. The snake again that has been seen earlier. I have seen the snake again before leaving the zoo, referring to the particular snakes of the zoo which I saw earlier. Rule 2. The choice between the two indefinite article a and is determined by sound. Words beginning with the consonant sound preceded a, and words beginning with vowel sound preceded n. So here we are talking about the sounds. We are not talking about the letters, alphabetical letters. So the u is a. Okay, urgent, such as urgent. It's not you, it's umbrella. It's not umbrella, it's umbrella. So here we are talking about the consonantal and the vowel sound. So we have how to use indefinite article I and n by just tracing, by just observing and reading the pronunciation. If it is regarding to the consonant sound, if it is regarding to the vowel sound, we will be using a and n. So there are some special cases also. For instance, a university, a union, a useful book. It's not being a $1 note, a one man army, etc. An MA, a BA, an LA, LLB, A. It's being a BSc, etc. So how we a E mean E. What do we see? A, E, or I, O, U mean a. Then A or N sometimes makes a proper noun, a common noun. Proper noun generally do not take an article, but when a proper noun needs to be used as a common noun, you must bring A and N. For example, he thinks he is a Shakespeare. Here Shakespeare doesn't refer to the actual person, but someone like him. He thinks he is a Shakespeare. He thinks that he is like him. So Shakespeare is a name, no doubt it's a proper noun, but when we want to refer towards that proper noun to be used as a common noun, then we may use with indefinite article. He seems to be an Australian, or Australian is a proper noun, but Australian is a common noun because there is only one Australian but a million of Australians as well. So how we number one, when we want to single out an individual for any specific representative of the class, we may although it would be any could be the proper noun, but when we are using it in a common noun sense, when we make a common noun, we may use a n. Okay. Sometimes indefinite article used to refer to the number one each per. He earned $1,000. $1,000. I have a car, one car. It goes 50 miles an hour per hour. So sometimes indefinite articles are used to refer to the number one each per. Then when we have to specify the details, such as it's for $1,000, a car, that is one car, 50 miles per an hour per hour. Indefinite articles often precede descriptive adjective. He is a good boy. What a nice car. Descriptive, that describes about the subject. He is a good boy. A good boy. What a nice car. Sometimes used before determinants. For example, a few, as we have talked I think so earlier about the determiners. For example, a few, a little, a lot of, most of, but in case of many or an comes after. I have a few friends coming over. There is a little milk in the jars. Many are fan. Many are fan. Okay. So we may use with the determiners a few, a little, a lot of, a most of, but in case of many, it comes after. E and N comes after many. Many a friends, many a fan welcomed, many a people were there. Okay. But as we are talking about a few, a little, so it will be before, but when we are talking about many, it would be after that. So we will be continuing with our same lesson tomorrow. It's a lengthy one, but once you are once you are going to understand all the details, definitely the things will be very easy for you while writing anything, or on the other hand while just doing anything for the error analysis. The topic is for both for first year and the second year. As for first year it is in the exercise, and the second year it is again in the exercise for the lesson we have learned, and it is useful and it is very much important for both the classes. Take good care of you. We will be continuing with the same lesson tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. See you tomorrow. Allah Hafiz.